What is going on, football fans out there? And today we are going to compare two games that are alternatives to Madden. We're going to take an in-depth look at both Axis Football 26 and Maximum Football to see which game best suits you in your playstyle and what you're looking for in a simulation football game. So without further ado, let's get right into it. All right, now there's a couple things that I think that all of us can agree that we are primarily looking for in a modern day football game. I would say number one, and this is a terrible thing to say, is graphics and graphical fidelity. The next thing that we are looking for is gameplay. A lot of people might want it. For some people, it might be different. You might want gameplay over graphics, but I think most of us are hooked on graphics. I was getting ready to say that a different way, but most of us are looking for gameplay next, core gameplay. After that, it is depth, and that goes into everything as far as defensive playbooks, offensive playbooks, how deep is the franchise mode. Those are the primary things that we're looking for in a football game. So first out the gate, let's take a look at Axis Football. Axis Football just launched last week, probably a little bit over a week ago. But the modes that they have in the game, you have exhibition mode, coach mode, where you can spectate a game, 2-player match where you can play head-to-head, a 2-player coach, and all the goodies that you would expect in a game. Now, let's take a look at what team offers more customization in creating your team. So I'm going to create a team right here. They have all the things that you would expect, the details, city name, team name, abbreviation, you hit accept, move on from there. Color choices, you can pick your 3 different colors. They have where you can enter hex codes to get the exact color that you want. If not, you can go back and forth here and kind of play with the skeleton. With the color. Holy smokes, talking's hard. Logos, you have different options to choose here. You have different categories. Dogs, birds, bears, reptiles, horned animals, miscellaneous, all that. A little bit restrictive in what you can do. But nonetheless, customization. Then you can go into your uniforms. And this is, I think, right here as far as with the helmets. I give a slight edge to, excuse me, I had to cough there. I give a slight edge to Axis Football because with the helmets and the different logos and placement that they give you. Let me turn this off and take a look at this. You get the Bengals look, Chargers, Rams, Eagles. So basically, any football team you want to make, you can make it here, at least their helmet and Axis. Okay, now in the Maximum Team Creator, you definitely have a lot going on. So what we'll do is let's go to original teams. We'll clone a team. So with Maximum, as far as logos goes, it sounded weird, but you can pick 8 alternates. And, if you have access to the PC, you can upload logos. So variety, it's here in spades compared to Axis. You can also rename your team, nickname. You got the state, and what's even cooler is you can make the year that your team was established when you're creating your own universe. So, and then you look at the customization as far as the uniform goes. Fonts, way more choices in Maximum. You go to helmets, depending on what you've unlocked. Maximum definitely has way more options there. Where I think Maximum comes up short is in the patterns there's something where you could kind of make a Michigan helmet, but Axis has way more. Once again, this is free to play. Axis, you are dropping $20 to purchase. The customization is just way deeper here in Maximum. Even though, you have to grind and unlock some of these you can buy with packs. Not packs, but with Max Bucks. But there's so much that you can customize from left to right side, even on the helmet with the logo on the side. You can have, the left side, you get rid of the logo, still have the logo, put numbers if you want to go for an Alabama look. So I would have to say that you have to give the edge as far as team creation and freedom to Maximum Football. Now let's look at Axis Football 26's playbooks. So as we're looking right here, we have the Air Raid playbook has 554 plays in it. Balance playbook, 491 plays in it. Pistol has 586 plays in it. Power Run, 638. Spread, 713. West Coast, 561. The 4-3 defense, I was getting all caught up in the rhythm of calling off offensive plays. But the 4-3 defense, 228 plays. 3-4, you got 259 plays, which is very impressive. For some reason, games are always very skimpy on the defensive playbooks. There's a lot of different defenses that I feel should be implemented. I mean, you're looking at a ratio of you have 500, just about almost about 500 defensive plays in Axis Football, and you have at least a couple thousand, about 2,000 something odd offensive plays in Axis Football. So a lot of plays. Axis Football gives you a lot of variety in the way that you want to call a game. Next, let's look at what Maximum has. Okay, now we are in Maximum Football, and we're going to look at the playbooks that they have to offer. They just came out with a season pass that had a huge update to playbooks. So right here we have Modern College. It has 94 plays, 94 passing plays, 62 running plays. Then you have Osborne, 110 passing, 46 running, pass heavy formation. Perrine, however you prefer to pronounce it. They have the power run, pro style offense, a lot of plays in that playbook. Shaw, simple, single back, Tucker, which it seems like it'd be a little bit of a run offense. Two back, sounds more old school. West Coast, Alvarado, balanced, Coleman, Gilman, McFarland, and back to Modern College. It seems that they have gone to give them more personalized names. I would prefer just to see a run and shoot, spread, all the things that you are accustomed to seeing offensive playbooks names. So they just expanded that. Before it was way slimmer. This is a huge improvement for Maximum. So now we'll go into the defensive playbooks. They have simple, 3-4, 3-4 aggressive, 3-4 man, 3-4 zone, 4-3, 4-3 aggressive, 4-3 man, 4-3 zone, balanced and simple. All these football games are lacking on their defensive playbooks. I would like to see 4-2-5, 3-3-5, all the different defenses that you would have available to you on all levels, high school, college, and pro. But a big improvement for Maximum, I would have to give the edge to Axis Football as far as diversity and how they have their playbooks named a lot easier to navigate through than what Maximum has going on. I don't know if they just didn't have people that know, I should say that, I was going to say that know football, but to name a playbook, Gilman in Coleman really doesn't make any sense to me. But once again, I give the firm edge to Axis Football 26 as far as playbooks go. Alrighty, in this part, we're going to look at the franchise mode. I'll go ahead and set one up here. I already had one set up, but we might as well just go from the beginning. So I'll just go ahead and choose Baltimore Paladins. Right here, it gives you all the different settings. You have your league configuration. You can either go American, or what I like is the tier system. Very popular amongst the soccer crowd, and it's the only football game that I know of that has the tier system built in. So that gives you a lot of variation there. Tier system can be set up of 18, 24, or 30 or 36 teams. Then you can go your regular American football that we all know, and it's 32, 24, 16, and 18 league sizes. You can have random rosters in it, give your team unlimited funds, or you could have set where they are a little bit of graphical glitches over there and the additional information. Random team replacement, you can have that on or off. So it gives you a lot of choice of what you can do as far as your draft pool strength. All that lets you set that right out the gates. So we'll go ahead, get this franchise started. I'm the Bombers. Start the franchise. Or I thought that I was the Bombers, but the Paladins. So you get in here, they have, all your regular stats you would expect, personnel, all stuff that you use to manage your team, free agency, trading, injuries, who's on your practice squad, tells you very conveniently how many spots you have open, and all of that other jazz. Then you have your front office, gives you your practice strategies, team activities, a lot of stuff to do here. Scout your facilities, get to look at your revenue, and that's your settings where you go to edit team details for your franchise and all that. But a lot of depth there. To do an accurate side by side, I think that probably sometime here in the future, I'm going to run 2 franchises, one in Maximum. Well, I already have one in Maximum, but I'm going to start one up in Axis and see which one really has me more immersed, void graphics and all that other stuff. But this is what Axis has to offer in this department. Okay, so now let's take a look at Dynasty mode and Maximum Football and the options that it gives you when you're starting out a Dynasty. So I'll create a new one right here. So these are all the teams that you have to choose from, all 130 teams. And then if you want to select your team, we're just going to pick a random one because I'm creating a franchise or a dynasty. You can swap in and swap out teams if you choose to, if you choose customize dynasty, but we'll just keep this thing as is. We'll just go to next. Then you go through all the coaches. You get to pick your coach. Let's pick anybody. And you can also choose all your different settings that you want for your dynasty, which I kind of skip past, but actually I can go in here and see it. Being silly. So you go into the setting of your dynasty, the one that I skipped. It allows you to choose all these things: the preseason duration, 2 weeks, the regular season. I think you can go as much as like 18 weeks, which would be a crazy regular season. League size is 130, then it's down to 60. It's like weird numbers, but like even when you shrink the size of these leagues, it still includes all the other teams in it. That's something that I wish that they would address and make it more scalable to where I could take it all the way down to a league size of just 8 or 32 teams. But I kind of understand it because they are working on their franchise mode right now. Playoff bracket size, you can go from 4 to 8 to 16 to 32. You can have conference realignment after each season, set your quarters, all of the things that you would expect. But yeah, the Dynasty mode in Maximum is absolutely very deep. set ticket prices. You can mess with the price with all the different vendors. So yeah, pretty impressive for Maximum Football. They're, right here, I hate to say it, I kind of give the edge to Maximum based on just face value. We'll get into it and do an actual side-by-side comparison where I will see which franchise actually does have more depth to it. You can have a lot of this stuff, but if it doesn't have any real consequences or impact on the game, it's just kind of eye candy. So let's move on to the next race. I guess you can call it that. Okay, just to insert this in here, let's look at field customization. Okay, in Maximum, you have a variety of stadiums here to choose from. And some of them are kind of locked. You can't do anything with them, like the Citadel Park. You can't color the grass. Ones that you can color the field turf, it shows you down there in the bottom right-hand corner. So this is what they allow you to do as far as customizing the field in Maximum. You have all the different grass colors: Hometown, Dust Ridge, Centennial, Springback, blue turf, red turf, orange turf, purple turf. Love all of the turf. Then you can go in and you can change the different colors of the seats in your stadium. The one thing that Maximum is lacking that Axis has is you can do the end zone designs and patterns. But once again, you're able to upload your logos in Maximum Football to set those as your end zone design. But once again, a lot of people like to have a logo in the middle of the field and patterns. Now, with these stadiums, like the old Glory Ground stadiums, it comes with a cool overlay to it, so it looks like the game is in that era. And they do the same for the Citadel Park, which just came out in their hard-hitting 80s update, and it has more of a bluish hue to it to let you have that 80s feel. So right now, I give definitely the edge to Maximum Football as far as customization. As far as stadiums and fields go, they're going to be adding a lot more fields and stadiums in future updates. So now let's look at the customization for the field in Axis Football 26. All right, here you got the different field styles, and you can color the turf. And Axis also gives you different colors such as blue, you have gray, purple, red, regular grass, grass 2. And it seems like they took out the old beat up feel. I know in Axis 24, the field was pretty beat up and all patchy looking. And this is where they have a little bit of an advantage on Maximum Football. It allows you to design the end zones, and it gives you 29 different variations. Yes, Maximum does allow you to place custom logos in the end zone, but it doesn't allow you to actually, have control over the stripes and how you want your end zone to look. So I would have to give a little bit of the advantage to Maximum on this one, but I do like the ability that Axis gives you to actually change your end zone style. Okay, now to close this thing out, my preference personally, even though I give mad respect to both of these games, I will continue supporting both games in the future. Every year that Axis puts out a game, I will purchase it. I will support them. I will play their game, give feedback where I can. I'll do the same with Maximum. But as far as my preferences go, at this point in time, I prefer the Maximum Football experience. I don't think you can go any wrong way with this. At the end of the day, it all boils down to what you want in a football game. Some people prefer Axis Football over Maximum. Some people prefer Maximum Football over Axis, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. The good thing is that we now have alternatives to Madden and college football. Axis has really taken a lot of good strides forward as far as their blocking goes and just how the game looks graphically. But till next time, This has been Smokin' Jay, and I will see you either in the ring or on the field.